But I really feel like the most important part we should be discussing at the Scottish Open is Amanda Bailey Owens coming in hot at the one and only Rory McIlroy.
Oh my God, that's so funny.
You know, I feel like they have a lot of history in terms of pro golf and media and all the things they've done. I don't know if they're friends. I don't know if they feel like they're colleagues. She asked the question we all wanted to know. Rory, what's going on with the hair? He came out this week, shows up at the Scottish Open, little high and tight. Got a little, he didn't go for the low taper fade. We'll say that much. You know what I mean?
No.
I'd rather be gray than losing my hair, though.
But I love it. Rory's response was, I thought if I cut it short, I'd get rid of the gray. Well, myth busted. That doesn't work at all. It kind of seemed like it really brought it out.
What I think is just so funny about this interaction right here is I don't think Rory has talked to her like for an interview in almost a month. And one of the first things she goes, "What's going on with the hair?"
Yeah. He wasn't talking to nobody for a long time.
Like, not great to see you. How you been? It's been a while. Is the green jacket still fitting? You know, what the hell happened to your head?
I think it was an awesome clap back to her after, because she was very public about saying or complaining about big players not wanting to do
that's
the
true.
media.
Because generally she gets the Rory interview.
Yeah.
I just don't get why he went that route rather than just diet. That's way
he thought he was getting rid of it.
nah. Mm-mm.
Yeah, and then you'd have to like paint the dye onto the side of his head. And then you get like that brown ring where you can see where the dye ended, you know?
Like a spray tan.
Yeah, could you imagine?
Oh man.
You know, with all the clown on Rory that, I mean, even I've done and everything like that, I will say I wasn't able to watch all of Sunday, but I watched a good half of Sunday. And Rory was he was in a different mood. He was like laughing, joking. You saw him talking to people. You saw him he was talking to the guys he was playing with. It was like totally different than, you know, like during the Masters where he just like played all day and did not say one word to Bryson. You know, it's like, I love the fact, like, when players are being personal and being real people, not just, you know, off in their own world.
Well, I feel like we've kind of had to, you know, Rory's kind of gone through this arc because he had the still fighting for the Grand Slam. There was that Rory. Then there was the Rory, the kind of like the peak era of that Rory was the Masters. Him like this is my time. I'm doing it now. And then we get like post-Masters Rory, Rory, where he was a little like, I don't know which guy to be now. Like, I'm not sure. Like, am I like super dialed Rory? Do I get to like be fun Rory now? Am I serious Rory?
Rory, when he was done with the Masters, he should have like had that jacket on, walking around. Like,
Yes.
I would have been. That should have been the Rory that was there, making all the fans love him. Instead, he goes onto this like, I'm gonna be mad at everybody. I'm not gonna talk to anybody. I'm not gonna do anything to anybody. Like, just I didn't get it. But it was cool to see that during this tournament here in Scotland. Yeah, maybe it's because he's closer to home. Maybe, I don't know. But he was definitely more of that laughing, joking, jovial person.
Well, and also we saw like at the PGA Championship, he had that sort of thing where he wasn't playing super well. And then that morning they had the rain delay and he's like walking to the first tee and then the horn blows. And then all of a sudden, somehow now he's starting like way later in the day. He's not like the first guy to start when the rain quits. He's now starting like way later on. Somehow he gets like shuffled down the stack. That's irritating. Gets out to Oakmont. Nobody's having fun there. So like we've got like all of this going on where he's just having a terrible time at every major now following his Grand Slam.
And his driver?
The whole illegal driver gate.
Cheater.
Oh my, don't make me. Don't rile me up now, Rich. I got a flight to Ireland. Well, so here's a question. Do we think we're going back to, Rory's, the motherland? I mean, this is like, Rory's home everything. Are we going to get happy, Rory?
Yeah.
We're going to get happy, Rory?
I think so. I think coming off the Scottish Open, he took second place. Like, I think he comes out and at the British Open,
thank you,
he is going to be he's going to do a great job, and he's going to have a smile on his face. He's going to be laughing. He's going to be joking. Everybody's going to be speaking his language because it is their own language up there.
He made a great point. He said that he did so well last week. Obviously didn't win, but was in contention right there at the top of the leaderboard. He said it is such a good position to be the week before a major to finish, be a top finisher, but not take the win because there's so much energy that is required after the win and so much that goes into it that it's a lot going now into a major that very following week. So he's like, my game is here. I'm ready to play. That guy just had to put all the energy out. I get to prove that I can do it, but still go in and be completely focused and dialed going into a major the following week. Again,
and it's interviews like that help people to like Rory.
Now,
that's a great statement.
Is that mental gymnastics or is that like a really strong point? Again, golf is mental gymnastics. We already agree on that.
I think it's a strong point.
It's a good point.
I think it is a super strong point because you take a look. Nobody's winning back-to-backs.
No. I mean,
Definitely
not in a while.
But
I mean, it's been a minute. Whatever. Fine.
But I mean, as a whole, people aren't winning back-to-backs and stuff like that. So but you do see people in that top 5, top 3 range, and then finally, bam, then they hit it and win it. So I think it's a great take.